two, three, four. 400,000 subscribers. To everybody who has been here with this channel from the day one, and if you are just new, thank you very much from Eat Read Loving. I am very, very excited for all the new things that we are bringing up. So I will see you guys again. Keep liking, keep subscribing, keep sharing. I'm just excited until we reach another 100,000 for 500,000, 500,000 soon. Bye, guys. Hi everyone, welcome to your monthly horoscope with Dr. Pai. Just to give you guys an idea on how we do the prediction. First things first, it's a general prediction. Your own dasha, Mahadasha, Antardasha has to be considered first before any kind of general prediction. So that's always the starting point. And then, of course, just also as transit, there are point systems. There's a lot of things, Ashtak Varga, that you have to look for and how transit can affect you. But this is a general prediction, so just, take it lightly. We try our best, as accurate as possible, where the planets are going to be affecting us on a general level. And also, we do practice Vedic sidereal Indian astrology, just to clear things. We do not practice tropic astrology. So without further ado, let's start your reading. All right, Gemini, so we have Dr. Pai for our monthly horoscope. Take it away, Dr. Pai.
Thank you and namaste to everybody. And thank you, Sal, for having me here every month. We're doing Gemini Ascendant and Moon for the month of March 2020. Now, Gemini, this month is again going to be a phenomenal month when I look at your chart. You have your lot of your ascendant on your fourth house, which is transiting into your ninth house with the third house lord. So what it means for you is, yes, you will have good fortunes after the ninth of this month because Mercury is retrograde now. So this is something that you need to really plan out, especially if you wanted to start some tasks that have been pending at home, because fourth house is home. Mercury rules your fourth house. Any things that you have been pending, like paying off your bills, and then any contracts or something. So this is the time period you need to really plan, because after the ninth you really need to execute on them. You can't be sitting on them forever, because that's the house of fortunes. You also have your third lord, which is sun for all the Geminis. It's going to the ninth house. So something related to your father and travel, short travels, and even probably some international travels might also be there. So father, guru, teacher, mentor, guides, these ones will be very prominent for you people in this month, because Mercury, or you'll be interacting very strongly with your father, your guru, your teacher, because Mercury is your first house lord sitting there with the third house lord. But Sun represents, generally it represents authority. But here is a caution, because Mercury and Sun, whenever they're together, it can also, for Gemini, it can think something to do with your taxes, because Sun represents government. And whenever it is sitting there in the 11th house, in the natural 11th house of Aquarius, it's the time period when large organizations are really working towards making their taxes for the government or advanced taxes. So maybe for all the individuals, you might be working towards something with the taxation system. Another thing, Rahu is in the first house for you people in Atra Nakshatra.
Yes.
So, one relative of yours might give you some tears in your life. Maybe an older relative might have some thing that you might be worried about. It could be a grandparent, it could be a grand uncle or a grand aunt, possibly, because Mercury represents grand uncles and aunts as well from the maternal side. But Rahu usually represents people who are elderly. It's your maternal grandfather or your paternal grandmother. So those areas definitely. And you have Mars is coming to the seventh house and Jupiter there. It's a heavy duty energy because a lot of planets are there in the seventh house. So relationships for sure would be something of very high value for you this month, because your sixth house lord and 11th house lord, 11th house lord shows your social network. It shows your your friends, the people that you want to be with. There could be something related to that when you are crossing the line. Sometimes what happens is we have a very thin line between friendship and wanting them to be, or you like them because you want them to be your partner. So maybe that's where something you need to really tread very carefully, because K2 is the karaka for split or the break. So be very careful in your friendship, and be, because you also, for Gemini, you have your ninth house Lord in your eighth house. So that really means some transformations related to your fortunes is also on the cards. Some delays are also there, and you should now start investing. This is a great time for you to invest in health. I always say, from a long term perspective, because when Saturn is transiting the eighth house, Saturn is going to be there for almost 3 years, till January 2023. So this is all about trying to invest for a longevity, because eighth house is about longevity. Saturn there is only going to help you to build that immunity and to build that strength, because 70% of the people, if you look at the records in the health, they say 70% of the people who die after the age of 70 is because of a fall. So you need to really strengthen your muscles, and you need to be more firm. And this is the time period that you really need to focus on that, because anything to do with legs, and strength of the legs and strength of the arms and strength of the body comes from muscle strength, and that's very important for you people. Okay, Saturn represents muscles in your body, and Mercury represents your nervous system. So a lot of thing between your muscles and your nervous system has to be strengthened. So exercises is a great way. Walk, jog, and all of these areas I really would recommend. Also, there might be a few people wanting to go for a sonography or to ultrasound. If there is something related to if there's their sixth house, which you said is intestine, their stomach, some of them who are Gemini, I also say they might develop, women sometimes can develop, I'm not saying always, they can develop some sort of growth, like a fibroid, or like a PCOS, which is polycystic ovarian disorder or syndrome. This can happen for women in the age group of 35 to 45. This is the time period that I would say. And Rahu going there to your first house, sometimes you find that some of them are undiagnosed. If you're feeling fatigued, if you think you've been going very frequently to the bathroom, then you might be also pre-diabetic. Some of them, Jupiter is there with Ketu in the seventh house. So some of them really need to look at your sugar levels, because seventh house is, also showing you that you're going and eating out a lot, but Jupiter also shows sugar. So anything to do with sugar. So this is my thing. I know there is a lot more we can talk about as we discuss. But I want to say, keep your sugar levels very low. Keep your sugar under control. Gemini's, this is very, very key. With your Rahu Ketu axis going, Jupiter being there, and Mars joining it. Mars brings in the element for going for more sugary things.
Now, Dr. Pai, that's perfect. Because I've noticed like we've been discussing a lot of health for different zodiacs. Is there any relation with Mercury going in retrograde? Yes, it's sitting on their ninth house right now. And then, is there anything related with their father's health also that that they should be also looking into?
Absolutely. And where I'm being this month, I'm been focusing more on health related issues, because remember, Mercury is the natural sixth house lord in the zodiac Virgo. It rules. Sixth house is all to do with ailments and diseases. Now it's retrograde. So that's why I'm focusing more on anything to do with health for all the, for the ascendant zodiacs. And Mercury being retrograde, this is the best time for you to really push this topic very firmly with people, because health, what's happening in the world today with the outbreak that has happened. You really need to build your immunity, because these are just viruses, which is a normal flu can be impacted. But it's taken, pandemic, but that's because we have to try to build immunity. And immunity can be built through better health and better food that we take in.
I see. Now, Dr. Pai, one thing that is very good in their chart right now is that they had a wonderful past month with Venus in their 10th house. So I'm sure they have enjoyed that with exalted Venus in Revati. But it's all, of course, it's going to go after the 29th and it's going to move now to Aries by March. Now it goes to their house of income and earning. So, is there anything that you can give us an insight, Dr. Pai, with Venus have going now into their dreams, desires, and material gains?
Oh, yeah, definitely. So, Venus moving there is a very positive thing for them because a lot of their creative ideas, which have been blocked now, is going to manifest. It's just unlocking them the door and opening up new avenues, even for relationships, because it's a fifth house lord for Gemini. Geminis, this is a great time for you to go and to really speak up that you are always, because I think you have the luck factor with you because Mercury is in the ninth house, which will go direct from the 10th. And after the 10th, you see Venus being there, beautiful combination with Jupiter aspecting it in
Aspect.
the main house. So anything to do with growth, expansion, gains, brilliant month for you people. So don't even think twice.
Yes.
After the first week, you just go full throttle, go all the way in because Rahu is also going to help you from a materialistic perspective. Because when Rahu is going to the first house, you really want to make those dreams realize that have been anything creative, anything which is original. It's like an enterprise that you want to focus on. You want to start a new business because anything to do with business, enterprise, new courage that you want to show, third house has to be very, very common. And at the end of this, towards the middle of March, Gemini, Sun is going to go into your 10th house, which is again favorable.
And yes. So Gemini, what Dr. Pai is saying here, you have Venus now in the house of income and earning, dreams and desire, materialization of things that you want. Okay, and Venus rules also the material realm. Rahu rules the material realm, and Jupiter is now looking from your seventh house to Venus in your 11th house. So you have a very good combination of receiving luck, receiving abundance, giving birth to new ideas, and then once Sun moves in the middle of March to your 10th house in house of society, career, your calling, you will have another opportunity to shine, to grow. And so just wait it out because of course, like your natural lord right now is in retrograde until the 9th, and then after that it's a full swing for the rest of the month for the Gemini. Dr. Pai, any last word with the Gemini?
Oh, just last word for Gemini is I want to say Mercury, which means you should be planting a tree if you can, or getting a potted plant at home, at your workstation, because that is really going to help you. Because Mercury represents potted plants and money plant. Money plant, place a money plant in the southeast corner of your house to activate your desires. Take a because this is a month that you need to really focus. As I said, it's going to be very gainful for you. Put a wish like you have the Chinese fortune cookies. You
Yes.
have to write something that you really desire, and then what you do is keep it near a flowering plant. When the first flowers happen, you will definitely have this wish fulfilled for you.
Okay, so that's what. So Dr. Pai has a lot of tricks for us today for this month. Okay, so for the Gemini Ascendant and Gemini Moon, on my end, I have nothing to say anymore. You guys are gonna be lucky this month. It's gonna be a good month for the Gemini. So if you guys need to consult with Dr. Pai, all his information is gonna be in the description box down there. We do this monthly, so hit like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys again next month. Bye, guys.